Hello, I'm back again. Just wanted to tell you how things have been going for the last 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I posted my first recovery video. I don't know why my dog barks every single time I get on this thing. Anyway, so you can see the sutures are actually, the incisions are healing really well in the foot. On the two toes right there where the hammer toe pins were put in. The side is healing really well. I actually am soaking my feet 3 times a day in Epsom salt water, warm water, for about 15 to 20 minutes each time. I'm stretching my toe, which is very important. So apparently there's scarring inside where the bunion was removed. And so the stretches I do are kind of similar to this. I stretch that toe like that for about 10-15 seconds, and then I stretch it this way for 10 to 15 seconds. I saw the surgeon last week. He said everything looks really good, and he was wondering what I was doing to speed the recovery up. So apparently I'm doing something right. You can see all the healing here. It's not as terrible as it was in the first video I showed you. So everything's healing up well. Still a little, what do you call it? Not calluses, scabs on this area here. This is pretty much healed up. You can see the dry skin around. That's kind of no biggie. The swelling went down quite a bit from here to here, but I notice when I'm walking without crutches, thank goodness the crutches are gone. But when I'm walking, I'm kind of walking, more towards the outside edge because this is still swollen here, quite thick in this area, and it kind of throws my stride off a little bit. So I've been walking very slow, but without crutches and kind of leaning towards the outside. Once that swelling goes down, I'll be fine. So I had neuropathy, and I still do. But I was diagnosed with neuropathy a couple years ago. My toes were getting numb and they were starting to pain up quite a bit. And neuropathy is where you have sensitive nerves in your toes. Some people get it in their hands, in their fingers, in extremities in their body. I happen to be getting it in my toes. The toes on both feet are numb, all my toes. I take medication for it. But ever since I had this surgery, especially not really on this big toe, but on these two toes where the pins were put in, because my toes were getting crooked, so they had to put pins in there to straighten them out. I've been feeling intense pain, especially in this bigger toe here, the one next to the big toe. And I talked to my surgeon about that, and he says that's to be expected because when the surgery occurs like this, it heightens the sensitivity of the nerve for a period of time, and the neuropathy is intensified. So I've been feeling waves of excruciating pain, like being shocked in that toe, and actually in both toes, but this one has since subsided. But this one here, and it's not feeling as bad as it used to, but man, I would sit there watching TV with my foot elevated, and bam, all of a sudden I got a severe pain in that toe. I mean, it was unbearable. And then 10 seconds, 15 seconds later, go away. Another half hour come by, and bam, again. So it's weird how that works. Body's just incredible, and can't really figure out why it does what it does sometimes. But I am doing a lot better, and things are going well. I'm just thankful I'm off the crutches now. It feels better when I put slippers on and walk with slippers. I feel good about that. My feet feel good, so I got a new pair of slippers, and that helps. But it does take time. The doctor was impressed that I had the flexibility in my toes again so soon. He was impressed that the healing was going down and the incisions were healing as well as they are. So he's impressed about that. One other thing he told me to do, and I thought it was a good idea. I was icing my foot like 3 times a day for 15 minutes as well. But he says, you know what you can do? You can get a bottle of water, freeze it, and use it as a roller. So I've been putting it underneath my foot here, and putting my foot on the floor and rolling it back and rolling my foot back and forth. Not only ices your foot, but he says it stretches out and breaks up the scar tissue in the area that the surgery took place. So he says that really helps. So I've been doing that, and actually it's been working out well. It hurts a little bit. You got to be very careful, but it works well. And for those of you going through this kind of surgery, bunion and hammer toe surgery, don't lose faith. It's really frustrating at first because you're hopping around on crutches and you're dependent on people, and I'm a very independent person, so it's irritating me. And plus I just got done recovering from pituitary gland tumor removal surgery, and long story short on that, I'm going to be on medication for the rest of my life because the tumor destroyed part of my pituitary gland. And yeah, that's a whole nother video, but that's a delicate situation as well. So back-to-back surgeries really took a toll on me. I put on about 5-10 pounds from sitting on my butt not doing anything, and that'll happen. So regulate your food intake. And I know you can't exercise, but just monitor how much food you eat and just kind of limit it. Kind of go on a little bit of a diet if you can. Don't eat fatty foods. Stay off the ice cream. I've been finding comfort food in ice cream and cake and cheesecake and pie and everything you shouldn't be eating because you can't burn it off, you can't move. I've been doing, and that's terrible. So now, after I get done recovering here, I got to hit the gym, and I'm kind of taking a lot of steps backwards because I lost a lot of weight, and now I put it back on. So here we go. It's a vicious cycle with me up and down with the weight gain. But anyway, as far as the surgery post-op, things are going really well. I'll tape this again in another 2 weeks to let you know how I'm doing. But man, you probably won't even be able to see that scar as clearly as it is now in another 2 weeks. At least that's what I'm hoping. And I'm hoping everything continues to go well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I wish you all the best of luck if you're going through this kind of surgery. Be strong, lean on somebody, and everything will work out just fine. Trust me. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.